What's up, kinfolk? Allow me to ask y'all a serious question. If you were to dial 911 and say, I want to report a crime. Cops are out here robbing folk. Do you think they would, A, hang the phone right up in your face? Or would they, B, send other cops down there to arrest those cops? Put down in the comment section what you think. Because, see, by now you ought to be wondering and asking yourself, do we really have a group or an organization of individuals serving as public servants to protect and serve us? Or is there just a gang organization that's out here committing atrocities against the American taxpayers and disguising themselves as police? Y'all check this out.
Well, tonight, a KSLA investigates exclusive. 3 Shreveport police officers are now under investigation. A local business owner says 3 officers stole merchandise from her vehicle. And you're looking at video that she shared with KSLA of what she says is one of the officers bringing those items back to her.
That's right. I sat down with the store's owner recently, who said one officer even offered to pay her money for those stolen goods, and it was all caught on camera.
And I was like, if you can't call the police to help you, who can you call?
318 Plug has been up and running for about a month, according to business owner Catherine Kennedy. She says her vehicle was parked overnight at Samstown Casino, filled with a shipment of products for her store when it was towed.
I had, like, in the back of the vehicle a whole lot of short sets and polo, like jogging suits and purses and backpacks and his little jewelry case and a lot of stuff.
Kennedy says the tow truck driver suspected that the items were stolen and called Shreveport police as a precaution. He told her 3 officers responded to the tow call and took the items and encouraged him to do the same.
Kinfolk, not only did they try to rob this lady, but they tried to convince the tow truck driver to do the same. Nowadays, it's hard to find a decent, honest cop out here. You probably better off catching Farrakhan eating a plate of smothered pork chops at a gay coming out of the closet party for Barack Obama. It simply ain't gonna happen. Now, I know that Farrakhan probably ain't ate pork in years, but I ain't so for sure about Barack. Seriously, kinfolk, we need to rethink and relearn all that we have been taught about policing in America, especially in our communities.
So he said the police officer lady told him, how about you don't you have a wife? How about you take the green purse? And he was like, no, I'm not going to take. He said, no, the only thing I steal is cars. I'm a tow truck driver.
Later that day, Kennedy went to SPD to get her property back. She says most of it was missing from SPD's recovery room. But that afternoon, one of the officers got in touch with Kennedy, then came to her business and returned some of the items from the truck. Kennedy shared surveillance video from her business with Shreveport police and with KSLA Investigates. We've blurred the officer's face as the investigation is still underway and the department has not released their names.
Y'all, look at this big belly. I ain't had a bowel movement since my last plate of chillings. Foul smell of human scut. In case some of y'all don't know what scut means, scut is 1 part skunk and 1 part butt. Why, the last time we saw something this foul, Aquaman ducked his head back up underwater because he thought all the tuna fish had rotted, decayed, and died off. She deserves a big purse. Maybe she can have something to put her personal hygiene stuff in.
This is what she took up on herself to steal. And what those shades, the 5 pair of shades.
So these were all things that were in your
My trip. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But according to Kennedy, there were still more than $1,000 worth of products missing.
But I felt like I was in a Tubi movie. Like, I'm like, is this a Tubi movie I'm watching? Because all day it was bull crap.
Kennedy says the officer even offered her money for the stolen items.
And I said, well, that's something you could have bought for me, ma'am. That's something you could have bought for me. And she was like, well, she was going to give me $900 Friday.
$900? After she done robbed? You know what? I would have told her, no, baby, you keep them $900 because you probably going to need them to put them on your books when you go to jail.
KSLA was there as Kennedy filed an official complaint against the officer with the Shreveport Police Department. Officials confirmed 3 officers have been placed on leave and are under investigation, saying, quote, our investigators are working diligently to review all available evidence, including the video and reports associated with the incident.
I really felt my heart went out to her because I'm like, this a police officer. This somebody who I look up to and respect. And for her to do that like troubled me a little bit. I had to really pray about that lady last night. But to experience this with a police officer who I utmost respect to the fullest, you can't trust a soul, man.
Right now, we're waiting to find out if any of those 3 officers will face criminal charges in this case, and we will bring you the first alert once police give us an update on their investigation.
She's damn sure right about that. You can't trust a soul out here. If you do, you better damn well hope it don't disappear in thin air with your rent money. Otherwise, you something to be homeless. Now, on the subject of souls, kinfolk, meet Officer Lofton. This soon-to-be penitentiary housewife will steal the gold off heaven's gates. Look at him smiling like a penis-sucking punk in prison. Wait till you see what he did.
So new at noon, a Pearl police officer has been sentenced after stealing more than $30,000 from a dying woman. Christopher Lofton had responded to a call in November of 2024 where an elderly woman had passed away in her home. After officers left the scene, the woman's husband contacted Pearl police to report that $32,000 was missing. Investigators later determined that Lofton had taken the cash from a dresser drawer. As part of his sentence, he is required to pay full restitution of $32,000 and surrender his law enforcement certification.
Now, kinfolk, anytime you rob the dead, you should be treated as a moral leper. Like the kids say, you're it. Matter of fact, when folks see you coming, they ought to take off running faster than Sha'Carri Richardson after a 20-cent sack of weed. The police in Rankin County has been a problem for quite some time now, y'all. There have been long controversies and debates about the activities and actions of this department. On the end screen is a post that I did about Rankin County. Y'all really should check this one out. And until the next time, travel on and travel well.